Good morning. Good morning. Um, this speech is for my speech class in regards to the White House speech. Okay, so just gonna read what I have here and go from there. Oh, well, I can get to it. Give me 1 second. So the topic I chose in regards to the White House speech was citizenship in the U.S. There's no positive outlook on how non-citizens are being treated. The only positive part about being a non, the only, excuse me, still early in the morning, so the only positive part about keeping non-U.S. citizens out to keep the terrorists from attacking the U.S. It affects me because I feel somewhat safe knowing there are no one around that would do a level of harm to me. Basically, me, my family, or anything like that. No one can hurt us. No one can kill us. We've been experiencing a lot of violence here lately, and children being taken, and just different things like that. The negative outlook on citizenship is the cost of retrieving citizenship in the U.S. The president wants to remove all non-citizens, but that would hurt our workforce. This would cause people like myself to have to go to work longer hours and deal with a lesser pay. You typically find Hispanics who are willing to get up first thing in the morning to work in such places as McDonald's or various different places. Um, I'm not exactly sure on their pay, like exactly what they get paid, but I do know that they do experience a lesser pay sometimes, but they also don't have to pay taxes as well. So I guess it kind of weighs out, but still, it's not fair to them either, where they're still getting lesser pay. I didn't know that it costs so much to get your citizenship. I believe a friend that who was trying to get their citizenship told me it was around $700, $800 just to become a U.S. citizen, and that's a lot of money for just one person. Um, that's a lot of money. That's your rent. That's a car payment, a bill, or something. That's a lot of money, though. Some of the things would expect out of the president and the government is to maintain the citizenship for the ones who are already living in the U.S. Help them afford the citizenship. Uh, the president and his government staff keep the non-documented citizens here. By keeping them here will help our workforce and various cultures. Help the younger generation understand that everyone is treated equally. So basically, there I'm just stating, um, if they're here and they're not doing any harm, leave them here. Let them get the education that they need. Send themselves off to college and make something out of themselves. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to hurt them. But the government cheap. They want all our money, but they don't want to pay for, I guess, the non-citizens to go to school, let them apply for some type of aid or anything like that, housing them and all that good stuff. Um, when it comes down to the culture, we can learn a lot from their cultures, just like they can learn a lot from our cultures, the things we do and how we do things versus the way they do things. And uh, foreign language. They can teach us all the foreign language that they know. A lot of us take these foreign languages and say, oh, okay, I took it because it's a requirement or that's something that I was interested in, but they can teach us a lot. They can almost be like a tutor to us, um, basically. This will help us out. The younger generation, I do notice that when I'm in the school systems, I see a lot of children translating for their parents who might not know or have very little um, of a language barrier as far as understanding what we're speaking compared to what they're speaking. So I think when other cultures see that, how they're translating, maybe they wouldn't take advantage of it, like, hey, can I help out? Or can you teach me this, teach me that when it comes down to their language? So hopefully the president can get this together. Um, but 9 times out of 10, the way he thinks of things, we probably always have this problem with the citizenship, maintaining the citizenship, getting the citizenship, all of that good stuff. Well, I hope this was a little helpful to some, not all, if not all. Basically, it's just my little point of view of how I feel about citizenship. Um, thank you.